Hello. You know what we're playing by the title. Last of the Crystarium quests. I just want to get this quest chain done tonight. So that's what this video is gonna be about. Oh, for woe, I can't take it anymore. Whatever am I to do about him? If only. Ah, don't sneak up on. Wait, I know you. You're Yo. Oh, lucky day. Why, I was thinking to myself, if only a great hero like Yo were here, she'd know what to do. You'll help me, yes? Oh, please say you will. Look at me. Have you ever seen anyone so pathetic? I have nowhere else to turn. Without you, I'm as good as... Forgive me. I have a habit of getting ahead of myself. Anyhow, it's both a pleasure and an honor to meet you in the flesh. My name is Mao, and I'm a woodcutter by trade. I spend most of my days harvesting lumber from the woodlands that surround the Ostal Imperative. In fact, I was making a delivery to the Imperative the other day when the Sun Eaters attacked. I was cowering in a corner, but I was able to witness your exploits in battle from afar. Excuse me. Wicked White, I've never seen someone fight like that. How formidable, how fierce, how ferocious you were. Why, I'd wager you're even stronger than Tolas. Oh right, there I go again. Tolas is a friend of mine, you see. Best friend I've known. He's a member of the guard at the Imperative, and a warrior of no small repute. They say people have lost count of how many Sin Eaters he's slain, and yet, for the gods only know what reason, he just hasn't been acting like himself of late. I've asked time and again if anything's the matter, but he just frowns and shakes his head. Perhaps he feels that a humble woodcutter like myself wouldn't understand. But you, if a hero like you were to approach him, perhaps he'd feel more comfortable laying his troubles bare. There's no guarantee it'll work, but I dare say it's our best hope. In any event, I'm certain you'd enjoy each other's company. Why, you could regale one another with tales of adventure, discuss strategies and tactics for fighting the Sin Eaters, and so much more. I was just on my way to pay him a visit at the Imperative. You'll join me there, won't you? It'll mean ever so much to me and tell us both. It's raining in the first. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Yo, you came. Talus Post is just over that way. Come with me, I'll introduce you. Hello there, Talus. It's me, and you'll never guess who I brought along. Who goes there? Are we under attack? Do the Sin Eaters return? Whoa now, settle down there, friend. It's just me. Whoa. So we are not under attack? That is a relief. Pray forgive my outbursts. Ever since the recent attack, I have been feeling a bit, touch on edge. It would seem that anxiety and fatigue got the better of me. No, This simply will not do. I am descended from a line of the bravest knights in Lakeland. How can I defend the people if I am here jumping at shadows like some skittish child? It is night time for my patrol. Pray leave me to my duties, Moral. If you have something of import that you wish to discuss with me, it can wait until my return. I should not be long. Tolas, wait, Tolas. I swear, something just isn't right with the man. Don't you get the same impression? Yeah, no shit. I knew it. You don't even know him and you can still feel it, yes? I worry for the man. Something happened to him during that battle. I'm certain of it. But what could it be? Perhaps his fellow guardsmen know something. Would you mind helping me ask around? Thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. Let's split up and see what we can figure out by the time Tolos returns from making his rounds. Talos, why, he's one of the bravest men I've ever known. One of the mightiest warriors as well. When the Sin Eaters struck, the regiment bore the brunt of the attack. A lesser man would have never made it back alive. It's no surprise, though. After all, he's descendant from one of the most prominent lines of knights in all of Lakeland. Why, they say his great-grandfather served under Sir Ulstall himself. Talk about pedigree. I may never be Talos's equal on the battlefield, but just being able to serve with a knight of his pedigree is an honor beyond belief. Mark my words. As long as he stands with us, the Imperative will never fall. Tell us. I pity the man. Or didn't you hear? Word has it he was the only one from his regiment to make it back alive. His men fought valiantly at his side, they did, but in the end he watched every last one of them fall. A cruel twist of fate for such a brave leader of men. If I lost my whole regiment to the Sin Eaters, I don't know how I'd go on. Paulus is a braver man than I'll ever be, but he's still a man. No doubt the events of the day took a toll on him. Drat it all. I've been asking around, but these guards won't even give me the time of day. I hope you fared better than I. What's this? Tal's lost his entire regiment in the attack, you say? No wonder he hasn't been himself since that day. Thank you, friend. This certainly put matters in a different light, but what can we do to ease his burden? That's the question. Oh, before I forget, this is for you. Consider it a token of thanks for coming all the way here to help my friend. I'd be much obliged if you could stay around for a bit. Whatever is keeping Talas, he should have returned from his rounds by now. Do you suppose he's forgotten about us? No, that wouldn't be like him. Call it a hunch, but I have a bad feeling about this. Let's split up and look for him. I'll go see if he's returned to the stronghold. Why don't you search around outside? Thank you, friend. You saved my life. Oh, the ignominy, ignominy of it all. I, a knight and veteran of 1,000 battles, nigh laid low by some puny beasts. I should have been able to slay with my eyes closed, mine eyes closed. And yet, the moment I drew my sword, my arm began to tremble. Ever since that day, it has been like this. I had lost men to the Sin Eaters before, of course, but this time was different. So powerful was our foe, so crushing was our defeat. I can still hear the screams of my men echoing endlessly throughout my skull. Why, damn it, why do I still live when they have to die? But Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why I clicked forward. My brain. You know what's funny? My brain registered the dialogue over when I stopped voicing for a second. I was like, oh, it's time to click the next, like it's a voice scene. Uh, my superiors, my fellow soldiers sing my praises only because they do not know the truth. If they did, I would be cast out of the guard in dishonor. I am a craven, unworthy of my grandfather's blood. I beg of you, friend, do not speak to the others, Mao in particular, of my terrible secret. I must carry the shame of my deeds on my own until such a day as I can redeem myself. Your friend worries for you. And so I should tell him, you say? Indeed, Maro's concern is touching, and yet I would ponder this matter alone. Pray leave me be for a while. Ellipses. Thank you ever so much for tracking down Talus. I am relieved. I am relieved for indeed to see my friend safe and sound, and yet he has barely spoken a word to me since his return. Whatever is the matter this time? More ellipses. Come now, Talus. It isn't like you to brood and mope like this. I'm your friend, am I not? Why do you refuse to tell me what happened? Well, if you insist on being so goddamn stubborn, I'll just have to ask Yo here. You'll tell me, won't you? There will be no need for that. The shameful tale is mine, and I should be the one to do the telling. Tullus, I had no idea. Now you see me for who I truly am. Not a proud knight and leader of men, but a craven coward who stood there trembling as those who trusted me with their lives died in agony. That's enough, Talos. You face a foe more horrific than most men see in their lifetimes. There is no shame in being afraid. Why, if I had been me out there on the battlefield that day, I'd have turned tail and run at the first sight of a sin eater, crying for my mom all the way home, and I wouldn't be the only one. I can only begin to imagine the pain and grief you now feel. But still, you live to fight another day. As far as I'm concerned, I thank the gods for their mercy that my best friend is still with me. Your words are most moving, but I fear I cannot so easily forgive myself. I am a knight, descendant of a proud line of those protected and served. I must hold myself to a higher standard than ordinary men. And this is what I have become, cowering before my enemy like a spineless stable boy. My great grandfather, bless his brave soul, must be turning in his grave at the dishonor I have brought him. From this moment forward, I will redouble my efforts to defend the people and serve this realm. Yes, I will not rest for a moment until I have fully atoned for my grievous misdeeds. Look at yourself, Talus. I'd wager you haven't had a good night's sleep ever since the battle. What you need now is rest. Then you can worry about atoning for your perceived failures. If you won't listen to me, at least listen to Yo here. You agree with me, don't you? See? That makes two of us. I know you're a stubborn arse, but even you must realize that you're in no shape to fight the way you are. Don't you understand? You keep going out there in your current condition, this time you're like to get even more men, no, even yourself, killed. Your words ring true. As much as it pains me, mayhap it would be for the best if I took a brief respite from my duties. Tolas, finally you're speaking some sense, my friend. Yo and I will go and speak with your commanding officer straight away. There will be no need for that. You have business you must attend to, yes? As far as I have fallen, I am not so wretched that I cannot see to my own affairs. I'll speak with the commander myself. Ye gods, he's right. There's a delivery I need to be making. Would you be so kind as to follow him? Call me overcautious, but I fear he's just going to rush straight back out to the battlefield as soon as we look away. Thank you, Yo. You're a true friend. Oop. Alright. Thought someone was at my door. Alright. Oh, if it isn't Yosun, the hero of the hour. Only Imperative is in your debt for your valiant efforts on our behalf. Ah, Yo, I trust my world sent you. My friend's concern is touching. It is entirely unwarranted. I have no intention of going back on my word. Well, this is an honor. None other than Yosun, the hero of the day. The Imperative is forever in your debt. I can scarcely count how many lives were saved through your bravery. Worry not, for I have already signed the papers granting Tolos a leave of absence. I dare say you have earned yourself a rest as well. Why don't the two of you head to Claremont and wash away your worries? A soak in the springs at Claremont. Yes, I suppose that might be nice. What say you, Yo? Well, if you do not have more pressing matters to attend to, I would very much appreciate the company. The waters at Claremont are known for their soothing and healing properties. There is no better place to recuperate after a hard-fought battle. Oh, that's for Skywatchers. Okay. Saw a little chocobo on my map. I was like, oop. I am glad you saw fit to join me, Yo. I must confess, this is my first time coming to such a place. I take it this building here is where we change our clothes. Feel free to go ahead of me. I fear it may take me some time to remove all of this armor. Yo, you also fought in the battle that day, yes? How is it that you were able to face such a fearsome foe without losing your nerve? Is there some secret you're not in part to tell me? You get used to it. Wicked White, I can scarcely begin to imagine what you have witnessed in your adventures. If that nightmarish day was just another battle to you. But forgive my rudeness. Of course, it is not that I doubt your tales. The expression on your face and the composure with which you carry yourself speak volumes. I had thought myself a veteran of war, but clearly, whatever experience I possess pales in comparison to yours. But even that matters little anymore. I have devoted my entire life to to forging myself into the perfect warrior. And yet, look at me now. I am no more than a bent and rusted blade, no longer fit for the battlefield. Looking back, I cannot help but wonder what it was all for. What do you do? What of you, Yo? What gives you the strength and courage to go on as you do? What is it that you are fighting for? Huh. What do you think? Forgive me. It is not my place to ask an impertinent question of a hero such as you. No, I must find my own answers. There you go. Almost my entire life I have lived as a warrior. But what was it that I was truly fighting for? Was it out of my own pride? Was it to honor my family's name? What was it that I had and then lost, that I am now unable to so much as swing my blade? That I am now unable to so much as swing my blade. Forgive the intrusion, Sir Tolos. Grave news from the Imperative. A supply caravan was intercepted by a stray sin eater. Your friend Morwell. He's missing, sir. What's this, you say? They had just left Red Discuss round for the Imperative when the fiend attacked. I raced here as fast as my legs could carry me. Understood. I will set off at once. You, too. Return with all haste and rejoin the search party. Aye, sir. By your leave. I'll go with you. Thank you. Given my current state, I would feel far more confident with you at my side. Please put clothes on, man. Uh, okay. Once again, I find myself in your debt. Truth be told, I do not know how I will react if confronted by a Sin Eater, but this I do know. My friend needs me. I must do what I can. I trust you are ready. We must depart at once. I only pray that we are not already too late. Our man said the caravan was wayland not long after departing from Radiscus Round, and that is where we will begin our search. Let us make our way there with all speed. It would seem that this was the site of the ambush. Sir told us, and could this be Madame Son? Tales of your valor in the battle against the Sin Eaters precede you. Full glad are we to have a hero such as you fighting for our cause. Enough with the pleasantries. How fares the search effort? My apologies, Sir Talos. We have found and led to safety all missing members of the caravan save one, the woodcutter Merrill. According to the survivors, the young man was forced to flee in the opposite direction from the rest of the group. His precise whereabouts sadly remain unknown. Understood. The forest of the ruins nearby would seem the most logical destination to hide and seek shelter. Yo, let us split up and cover as much ground as we are able. I will make first for Wolves of Shadow. I leave the forest to you. I suggest you sweep it from the south. Let us meet back at Radiscus Round when we are through. And I will make for Ulster Imperative and its vicinity, in the event that he has wandered his way there. Go in safety, my friends. been a while since I fought a Sin Eater. Sin Eater. You scan the surrounding forest, but spy nothing of note. There is naught to do but return to Radiska's round and hope that Talos has fared better in his search. Stay back, fiend. Ah. Talos and yo. I thought I was going to be the Sin Eater's dinner for sure. My friends, how can I ever thank you? You are fortunate we found you when we did. Why in the gods' names did you allow yourself to be separated from your companions? I do not know. It all happened so fast. The others, are they okay? Worry not. They are fine. For better or worse, you were the only one to require your own private search party. Ye gods, I really am sorry about that. Trouble has a way of finding me, even if I don't go searching for it. But what's... bleh. But more importantly, look at you, Talos, swinging your blade like a brave warrior I've always known. Indeed, you can thank Yo here for that. When the Sun Eaters came that day, I felt a fear as I had never felt before. My pride as a warrior, the lives of my men under my command, all were consumed by a primal urge for survival. And so on that day, faced with my greatest test, with the chance to truly do my ancestors proud, I shrank from the challenge rather than rising to it, and I have cursed myself every moment since. But I would not give to have that day over again. If I had stood with my men on the front lines, served as their shield, how many lives could I have saved? That one thought grabbed hold of my mind and would not release its grasp. Since then, every time I faced an enemy, the image would appear in front of me. The image of me on that day, retreating to the rear as my men fought in vain against a horrible foe. Every time I so much as grasped the hilt of my blade, it would all come flooding back. The sight of my men falling, the splatters of blood, and the screams, always the screams. Talos. The day may never come that I can fully forgive myself for my cowardice, but in talking to Yo, there is one thing I now understand. If I allow myself to be haunted by the shame and specters of that day, I will only repeat the mistakes of my past. No, I must overcome my grief and bitter regret, and fight on for the sake of those I still might yet protect. But I could not have accomplished that alone. No, I could not have accomplished it without you at my side, Yo. As I watched you fighting beside me, with an unflinching sense of purpose, despite all the horrors you have seen. For the first time since the battle that day, my sword arm ceased trembling, and I felt a measure of peace. You have done more for me than you will ever know. For this, I thank you. There is more I would say, but that can wait for another time. Manuel, or Maru, 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 we should return to the Imperative. Doubtless I was not the only one worried sick about you. You're more than welcome to join us, Yo, if there is not somewhere else you must be. Very well then, let us be off. Many thanks again, Yo. I very much hope to see you after. We had a few scares along the way, but all's well that ends well. Yes? I certainly made the right call asking you for your aid. Yo, once again, allow me to express my most sincere gratitude for all you have done. Had you not come along when you did, I may very well have ended up dead before I ever regained the courage to fight. There is one more thing I realized reflecting on the matter. In all my all-consuming desire to prove my valor and do my family proud, I lost sight of the most important reason that I fight. From today, I will put such lofty goals out of my mind, along with my past demons, as best as I am able, and fight as best as I can for those who need me today. You have taught me an important lesson today, both of you. Ah, that's right. I was wondering when you're going to get around to thanking the man who brought Yo here from the Crystarium in the first place. Which reminds me, I had a delivery to make. Be safe, my friend, and thank you for everything. You as well, Yo. I will forever be grateful for all you have done. Should you ever need a respite from the road, you are always welcome at the Imperative. Though we can offer little else, I hope that you will honor us with your presence once again one day. "46 minutes. I think I can keep going. Which one was it this one? No. Yeah. Yeah, I want that. Greetings to you, yo. Still fighting the good fight? I expect all that running about slaying horrible beasts gets quite tiring. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you could do it putting your feet up for a bit. And luckily for you, I know just the place. Have you been to Claremelt? The water from the falls does wonders for aches and pains, and if you tell Bostabea that I sent you, she'll see that you're well taken care of. I was just there. Grandma's not just good for bathing, they got some of the finest food and drink in Lakeland. Okay, it's for the equipment. And possibly some West experiment, who knows. Sure, Sulek sent you, did he? That cheeky bugger. He's probably hoping I'll give him a special discount next time he's here. Mind you, things haven't been going so well lately. There's a couple of thugs who have been scaring off the other patrons. While they always pay the amount due, they swagger about like they own the place. I wish I had it in me to stand up to them, but I've never been one for confrontations. Say, if you're an acquaintance of Sue Lex, you must have seen your share of danger. I'll bet you face things a lot scarier than those two louts. Once you get on their good side with some complimentary mulled wine, I'm sure they'll be more willing to listen. If you could get them to take their customs elsewhere, I'd be ever so grateful. A bottle or two of the wine is a small price to pay for peace and quiet. After all, that's what brings people here in the first place. Come to scrub my back, have you? Mulled wine, eh? Don't mind if I do. Hold on, you're not from around here. Did that little strumpet send you to sort us out? Alright, girl. I'm not here to cause a scene, at least not until the bosses say so. Bugger off, you're spoiling my view. I don't recognize you. What do you want? Oh, on the house. You're up to something, I can tell. But I'll take your damn wine all the same. Don't know why I even bother coming here anyway. These days it's full of do-gooders from the Crystarium looking down their noses at us locals. But if that last wants us to pipe down for the sake of the ones born and bred in Lakeland, suppose we can manage that. You're not to blame for putting me in a foul mood. Alright, I'll shut up and drink my wine. You said your piece, so why are you still hovering about me like a fly around shite? Get quieted down, you say? I was hoping they'd leave altogether, but it's still a lot better than all that swearing and carrying on they were doing before. I do hope they haven't given up you a poor impression of the place, though. Our other guests are much less boisterous, and I expect they're as thankful as I am for your calming influence. Mind you, I won't always have you here to help, so perhaps you could ask Zulik to send a few more of the Crystarian guards. If we're on patrol, I can think of worse places to stop than Clement, and if they're lucky, there might even be a free drink for them. What's that? Trouble, you say? My, now that will never do. Never do. I'll see what we can spare. Yeah, if we can spare a few more men to watch over Claire Melt. I imagine they'll leave at the chance. I fear, however, that I owe you an apology. If I hadn't suggested you pay the place a visit, you never would have been involved in that unpleasantness. Here, please accept this as a thanks for helping Boast of Bay. With the light gone, the barracks ring with snores of those enjoying a good night's sleep. I've never seen the men so contented. Tented. Nice. Alright, spend 55 minutes. Do I take a break or do I call it? Alright, I'm gonna take a short break and I'll be right back. I feel like doing a few more quests. Okay. My bad. I'm actually gonna try to beat the Sage's role quest now, so I'll stop recording here and do another recording. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Drop my controller.